welcome to Sri Sagar Coaching Classes YouTube channel. To get latest videos, please subscribe this channel. Today I am going to explain you Unit 2.1 Vocation. This poem is composed by Rabindranath Tagore from 8th Standard textbook.
Unit 2.1 Vocation. This is a poem by Nobel Prize winner Rabindranath Tagore. It describes the innocent wishes of a young boy who yearns for freedom from the rules of daily life. Before going further, let's warm up. Pick out words that refer to means of living and fill them in the web. You have to pick out the words from the following and have to write them in the oval. The words are profession, occupation, job, vocation, employment, career, mission, trade, business, profession. These are the words which relate to the means of living. Second, using a good dictionary, find the shades of difference in the following. Profession refers to. What profession refers to? Profession refers to a paid occupation, especially one that involves prolonged training and a formal qualification. Vocation refers to an occupation for which a person is specially drawn or suited. Business refers to the activity of buying and selling goods or services, a commercial activity done by a person at his own risk. Occupation refers to the person's usual or principal work or business, especially as a means of earning a living. Question third, when a word is formed from a sound associated with it, it is called an onomatopoeic word. Example, bang, tap, tinkle, crash, whistle, etc. And if an onomatopoetic word occurs in the lines of the poem, the figure of speech is in that line is onomatopoeia. Write down 8 to 10 onomatopoeic words of your own. For example, hish, ish, hustle, bustle, chirping, juk, juk. These are the onomatopoeic words which expresses or which occurs in the line when it which has a onomatopoetic effect. Now let's move to the next. See the poem. Be attentive while I am reading. Occasion. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane, every day I meet the hawker crying, bangles, crystal bangles. Here the speaker is a young boy. At 10 o'clock, the gong sounds 10 means at 10 o'clock every morning. When he is walking to school, he meets a hawker. Every day I meet a hawker crying. That hawker cries out, bangles, crystal bangles. There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go, no time when he must come home. The boy feels that there is nothing to hurry the hawker on. There is no fixed road he must travel by, no place that he has to go to, and no time when he must get back home. I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road crying, bangles, crystal bangles, when at 4 in the afternoon I come back from the school. There is no fixed road that he must travel, that person, that hawker. When the boy comes back from school at 4 in the boy wishes that he was a hawker, calling out bangles, crystal bangles. When the boy comes back from the school at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I can see through the gate that the house gardener digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody takes him to tasks if he gets baked in the sun or gets wet. He sees from the window through the gate. He sees the gardener digging the ground in the nearby. The gardener does what he wants to with his spade. No one scolds him if he gets his clothes soiled or he gets baked in the sun or gets wet. The boy now wishes to be a gardener, digging away in the garden with no one to stop him. I wish I were a gardener digging at the garden with nobody stop me from digging. Just as it gets dark in the evening, my mother sends me to bed. Means speaker's mother. I can see through my open window watchmen walking up and down. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. In the evening, just as it gets dark, the boy's mother sends him to bed through the open window. He can see the watchman walking up and down in the dark and lonely street. The street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. The watchman swings his lantern. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side, and never once goes to bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman walking the street all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. Composed by Rabindranath Tagore. In the last stanza, poet expresses wishes. The street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. The watchman swings his lantern as he walks, his shadow besides him. The boy thinks, the speaker thinks, he never goes to bed in his life. He wishes he could be a watchman so that he could walk freely at night, chasing away all the shadows with the light of his lantern. From his wishes, we can see that the boy is longing for complete freedom. He wants to lead a carefree life. Very nice poem composed by Rabindranath Tagore. Workshop. Question 1. Which of the following words or phrases match in meaning to the underlined ones? Question A. Deserted. Answer. The lane is dark and lonely. B. Expose the heat. Answer. If he gets baked in the sun. C. Dirties the clothings. Answer. He soils his clothes with dust. D. No particular route. Answer. There is no road he must take. E. Following imaginary goals. Answer. Chasing the shadows with my lantern. F. Scolds and corrects. Answer. Nobody takes him to task. Question 2. Read the poem and fill in the table. Time of the day. And the time is night. Location. The poet's home. Poet's activity. Watching the watchman from his bed. Watchman's activities. Walking up and down the street, swinging his lantern. Question 3. Think and Answer in your own words. Question: what could be the age group of the speaker in the poem? Answer: he is a young boy. B. What is the difference between a hawker and a shopkeeper? Answer: the difference between hawker and shopkeeper is that the hawker does not have a fixed shop. He goes from street to street selling his wares. A shopkeeper has a fixed shop, and people who want to buy his goods must go to his shop. See, how do parents react when they see children soil their clothes in dust and heat? Answer: when parents see their children exposed to heat or soil their clothes in the dust, they scold them and stop them from doing it. D. Why is the street light compared to one red-eyed giant? Answer: the street light is very tall and has a single red light at the top. Hence, it is compared to a giant with one red eye. E. What exactly does the speaker in the poem crave for? Answer: the speaker in the poem, who is young school-going boy, craves for complete freedom to do whatever he wants and whenever he wants to lead a carefree life. F. Does the poet really wish to become a hawker, gardener, watchman? Justify your response. Answer: the poet does not really wish to become a hawker, gardener, or watchman. He is childish and sees only what he thinks is there. Carefree life. He does not see the difficulties. He actually only craves for a complete freedom from authority. 4. Say why the speaker of the poem wishes to be a hawker. Answer: the speaker in the poem feels that there is nothing to hurry the hawker. There is no fixed road he must travel by, no place that he must go, no time when he must get back home. The speaker feels that he is lucky, and hence the speaker wants to be free to do what he wants and go where he wants to without any restrictions. B. Gardener. The speaker in the poem sees that the gardener in the nearby house is digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He is free to get wet. No one scolds him. Hence, the speaker wishes to be a gardener so that he is able to enjoy freedom in the open without any restrictions. C. Watchman. The speaker in his bed through the open window, he can see the watchman walking up down the dark and lonely street with lantern in his hand. The speaker is resentful that he has to go to bed. He thinks that the watchman never goes back to bed in his life. Hence, he wishes to become a watchman and walk up down in the dark street at night, having fun chasing the shadows with his lantern. Question 5. Pick out lines that contain alliteration, simile, repetition, onomatopoeia. And the lines that has alliteration: 1. I can see through the gate the gardener digging the ground. Here, repetition of the sound of the letter T and G. That's why it is alliteration. Same in the following line, 2 line. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes. Repetition of the sound H. 3rd, nobody takes him to task. Repetition of the sound letter T. Simile. The street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. The street lamp is directly compared to a giant using the word like. In simile, the word like appears. Repetition. The word bangles, crystal bangles are repeated to create images in our mind of the hawker. Second, the word no and nobody are repeated for emphasizes. Onomatopoeia. The gong sounds 10. The word gong is an onomatopoeic word formed from the sound associated with it. Some poets do not use uniformity in rhyming words nor a steady rhythm. Such poems with no uniformity in rhyme, rhythm, length of lines, or stanzas are called free verse. Walt Whitman, Ira Pound, T.S. Eliot, Rabindranath Tagore are some famous poets who have composed poems in free verse. A quick glance at the poem Vacation reveals that the style is used by Tagore is free verse. Now turn the pages of your textbook and see if you can find other poems in free verse. Question 7. What occasion or profession, business would you like to take up in future? Prepare a fact file for this same using the following points. You have to prepare a fact file. Include the following points: name of the occasion, educational qualifications that you required, work profile, opportunities for advancement, and your personal skills, talents for the choice. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe this channel more and more. Thank you.